Hello everybody and welcome along, and in this episode we're going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to install and run your Enhanced Native Trainer and your ScriptHook V, which is an essential mod for the ENT. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So we're going to go into Google and we're going to load up Grand Theft Auto 5 mods.com. I will leave the link in the description bar. Now, you can see here we've got ScriptHook V plus Native Trainer. Now, you haven't got to worry about the Native Trainer side of things. We're just going to install the ScriptHook V because we're going to install a much better trainer. It's the Enhanced Native Trainer. So we're now going to click the download page. It will bring you to the AB software development page, and you're going to scroll down, and right here we can see download. You click the download button. You don't need to download the SDK, that is for developers only. So we'll click the download button and we're going to install it to our desktop just for ease of use on today's one, and that's now downloading. We're then going to minimize the video window. That's the one. We're going to minimize the window. We have now got ScriptHook here, so we'll just put it in the middle just so we can see it. So we're going to open that up, double click, you're going to extract, you're going to close that, and it's going to now extract it into the desktop. So now that's done, we'll get rid of that. You can see here we've got the folder, so we'll put that next to it so now it's part of the same group. So we're going to go into this folder here, and you're going to see the readme file, which we'll go into just very quickly. It's just a basic bit of gumph really. You don't really need to know much about this bit, but it just tells you a few things, like as you can see, buttons to like activate different things. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go into the bin folder. Now, here are the three files that you've downloaded. Now, the top one, the dinput8.dll, you need that. The native trainer, we don't need that. The scripthookv.dll, we do need that. So we need those two. Okay, that is only if you want to go with the basic trainer. There's no advantages to doing it either or a different way. It just is a personal preference. So if you prefer to have the basic trainer with not as many options, then do all three. If you're the type of person that wants to spawn different vehicles, weather systems, completely optimize your gameplay, then I would go for the enhanced, what we're going to be doing in a minute. So we're now on that and that. We will open up where you have your GTA 5 folder, the root directory. So say for instance yours is Steam, then obviously you'd navigate to program files, Steam, Steam apps, common, Grand Theft Auto 5, and then you drag that one into this folder here. Okay, so somewhere where there's a bit of space, say here, you just drag and drop, drag and drop. We're not going to do that because we've already done that, and I've gone into some of the ASI files and .ini files and kind of modified them so that it's how I prefer it. But that's a more in-depth kind of thing. So now that that's done, you've completely done. You've now put in your ScriptHook V. So that's brilliant. We're next going to go on to, so we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that just to clean it up. We're going to go on to this one. Again, there will be a link below for this one, which is the Enhanced Native Trainer Update 36. I believe the version before this was 26 or 28. Either way, it was in a massive need of kind of a refurbishment. It did have a lot of crashes on the previous version. It had crashes, it had just instability. Sometimes the ENT wouldn't load up. Whereas this one, I've used this now for the best part of 3 months and I've not had one problem. And I play Grand Theft Auto many hours a day, making videos and bits and bobs, and it's not crashed on me once. So that is perfect. We've got down here, we've got the minor bugs and issue's kind of been fixed. We don't need to read that now. What we need to do is we need to download. So we're going to click download, we're going to click that download, and then you just download it to where you want to. For the purpose of this video, we're going to download it to our desktop. So we'll minimize that, and we'll double click this. We will then extract to, close that, and press OK. Once that's done, we will then, just close this. We will bring this to the middle. And these two are done with now. So basically, now, technically, you can throw them away. So it's just nice and simple. Right, we've got the Enhanced Native Trainer. And we've got ENT config file, a README, and the trainer itself. Okay, so we're going to go into the README, and it'll open up with Office. Of course it will. I don't have a subscription. I normally use Notepad. So yes, here's the change log. It tells you everything that's kind of all new and like customizable. So the install instructions is to make sure you've got a copy of GTA and it's fully up to date. That means non-pirated copies. It will not work with pirated. It's specifically designed to look for key kind of traits of a pirated game, and it just blocks them out. So yes, we're now going to go on to the download, which you would download the dev.c, and then you'd open up the zip file, all done. Copy and move the 2.dll files, which we've already done. Brilliant. So now we're going to go into the next file we have, which is the ENT config, which is the XML file. So we'll double click into that, and here is the configuration script. So this is where you can change everything that you want to change. So the key function toggle main menu values, okay, is set to its base F4. I don't like this because my what's it called, LSPDFR, my Rage plugin hook, it's bound to F4, and I use that, so I don't want to bring up both menus at the same time. So you just need to simply change it to F, which I prefer, 12. Just nice and simple. So as soon as you click F12, it then brings it up. If you're on Xbox controller, you can change it as well. To normally bring it up, you press the right shoulder bumper button, and at the same time you press the Y, and that's how you bring up the ENT menu that way. If you don't like that because it gets you in and out of a vehicle constantly, it's very irritating, you can change it. I should really change mine, but I haven't yet. You can change it to, say, X. Job done. You'll come out of there, you click save. If you go back into there, see, F12 and X. Job done. Nice and simple. So here is the code, which means absolutely nothing to me. I haven't got a clue what that means, but that makes it work. So then you're going to select all three of them, bring up your Grand Theft Auto 5 root directory where you would have it saved, find a bit of free space, so you just click there, drag them, and you drag and drop. It's that simple. I'm not going to do that again because I've completely customized mine, and I don't want to have to redo that. But then you should go in there and you should see things like ENT config and bits and bobs. So that's really it. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and load up the game, and we'll have a quick walkthrough on how the game kind of works with ENT. So yes, now we're into the game itself. We can now load up the ENT, and I'm on the Xbox controller, so you can do this either with your keyboard, how we preset it to F12 via this way, or we can do it with right bumper button and Y, which is another way. If you're doing it via controller, it could be quite easier to do it that way. So yes, now we've got the Enhanced Native Trainer up. You can see it works all perfectly well, and you can spawn and do bits and bobs. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial on how to do it. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then a thumbs up or a comment for perhaps an in-depth look at the Enhanced Native Trainer and some tips and tricks to kind of get it working so it's personalised for your very own liking. So thank you once again, guys, for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and you take care now. Goodbye.